There is a popular saying that God gives his toughest battles to his strongest warriors. But can I tell you this morning? I'm not going to debate that. But know this: the devil wages the toughest wars against those who have a special mark of God on their lives. You ever notice how good people have to struggle? You ever notice that the people with a kind heart are always the ones that are taken advantage of? You ever recognize that the people with good intentions are the ones who have the toughest battles? Because Satan knows that there is something special about you. He knows that God has a mark on your life. He knows that there are gifts and talents that are in you, that if he allows those gifts and talents to blossom, then you're going to get to a point where you're going to become so victorious that God is going to get the glory. I want to challenge you this morning not to give up. Recognize that the battle you're fighting is not your battle. The battle belongs to Jehovah Gibor Milkama, our God that's mighty in battle. But very often we get frustrated because we try to fight the battle ourselves. We try to fight the battle in the flesh. Fight the battles in prayer, on your knees. Worship. Smile when the enemy wants you to cry. Some of you are in the workplace and you just go there and you're doing your best. You're giving of your best to the job and to the organization. And co-workers and supervisors and managers are constantly fighting you. And you wonder why? They feel that you're a threat to them because of the quality of your work. Because they recognize that there is a mark on your life. They recognize gifts and talents in you that you probably don't even recognize in yourself. So I'm challenging you this morning. Do not quit. Do not allow the devil to take over. Do not allow the devil to defeat you. Hang in there. Remember Joseph? His brothers knew that there was a mark on his life. So they threw him into the pit. And later, because Benjamin begged for him, they took him out and they sold him into slavery. He went down into Egypt. And Potiphar's wife decided that she wanted to lie with him. But he held on to his integrity and he said, how can I do this and sin against my God? He couldn't do that to his master. And he was thrown into prison. Even in prison, he went in there with his gifts and talents. And he interpreted dreams and helped those who were inside. And one of them, when they got out, didn't even look back to remember Joseph who helped him. How many times you have found yourself helping people and they don't even come back to say thanks? But that's all right. God had a plan for Joseph to make him the ruler over all of them. Remember Moses? Moses had to run for his life. And even as he went to Pharaoh, bravely as instructed by God, and took the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt, they turned their backs on him and they cursed him in the wilderness. But nevertheless, Moses led them to the promised land. Unfortunately, because he didn't recognize the mark that was on him, he did not make it in, but he was able to view it from the outside. Daniel had a mark on his life and they knew it. So they plotted to complain on Daniel about how many times he was praying. And they wanted him to bow, but Daniel would not bow. And he was thrown into the lion's den, but he came out. The king gave glory to God and recognized Daniel's God as God. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, the 3 Hebrew boys, brilliant young men, they went into a foreign country to work because of their gifts and talents. And they tried to destroy them. They were thrown into the fire, but there was a 4th man in the fire with them. Know that that 4th man is with you, so you don't give up. Stand your ground. Keep pushing. Keep fighting. Recognize this morning that there are gifts and talents in you, and that's why you're getting such a tough fight. But your end will be greater than your beginning. Your future is greater than your past. Don't give up. Do not quit. Recognize that if you quit, you're going to be aborting God's purpose for your life. Stay in the fight. You are going to win this fight. Because Jehovah Gibor Milkama, our God that's mighty in battle, He it is that is with you. The devil will wage the toughest wars against those who have a mark of God on their lives. Think about this as you fight your fight, because you're fighting to win. God bless you. Have a beautiful day. Bye.